Henry, Titans running back, the one-man wrecking crew himself. And Derek, we're big on giving props where props are due, of course. You're leading the NFL in carries, rush yards, rushing touchdowns. I mean, at this point in the season, how are you holding up physically, my friend?
Feel good. Ready to go in the first season.
Simple and to the point, ready to go. That's it. That's all you need is to stay focused on what's happening. Now, are you tired of seeing that Josh Norman stiff arm yet? Because we sure are not.
It's getting a little bit blown out of proportion. But I mean, the world we live in today with internet and all these different things, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere no time soon.
We're doing the most. I get it. I got it. Heard you loud and clear. But what is the key to a good stiff arm?
I think just, using it effectively, depending on how the defender approaches you, just make sure that, you use it to the best of your abilities, be able to break a tackle and get upfield and gain more yards. But, you just want to make sure that, when you use it, that you use it the right way.
As we replay it for you over and over there. All right, you're obviously a very physical runner, but when you are approaching a defender like that in the open field, what's going through your mind at that point?
It's one-on-one. Either you run through them or you make a miss, but you gotta break the tackle to get upfield, and that's just a part of the game.
Derek, the Titans are 5-1. Spectacular season so far. What did you guys take away from that Steelers game?
We definitely, started slow. We didn't start the way we wanted to, but I think the fight and the heart we showed of giving us an opportunity in the end to come back, show the type of team we are, and a lot of good things we can build off of. But we know we have to be better, have to get better, and focus on improving as a whole, throughout this week, leading up to Sunday. But, the resiliency we showed as a team, I think it speaks volumes about the character in this locker room.
Well, let's get into Sunday up against the Bengals this week. How are you guys looking to get back, get into the win column again against them?
Just focus on preparing the right way. Being dialed in on the preparation of what we need to do, locked in on all phases, learning from last week, and get better this week. Cincinnati have explosive offense. They have a lot of good guys who's played a lot of good football on defense, and it's going to be a fun matchup leading up to Sunday.
Some stuff going on off the field as well. What do you got going on with Old Spice?
Excited and finally got opportunity to star in their commercial, which they've had many superstars to be in these commercials, and just happy to team up with Old Spice and the Unstoppable Sweat Defense campaign. We definitely use Old Spice here in the Titans locker room, and I know their product is all over the NFL and locker rooms and in different stadiums. And Old Spice Sweat Defense can give you the confidence to get through anything that comes your way on and off the field. And just happy and blessed to be a part of the campaign and be able to start this commercial.
Adding leading man to his resume on top of everything we see on the field. Derek, thank you for joining us. Looking forward to another huge week for you, my friend.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me.
Time now for the bucket list presented by KFC. Rob and James Jones back with me for this one. Okay, guys, so many good matchups this week. Let's check a couple off the list. We just saw my interview from earlier this week with Derek Henry. So why don't we start with a couple of running backs on a revenge tour? Unpack that for us, Rob.
Yeah, I'm looking at Le'Veon Bell, new Kansas City Chiefs running back playing his old squad, the New York Jets. I know this guy's going to have to control his emotions before this game. I've been a part of games like that. And who would have thought just a couple of weeks after leaving the Jets, he would be playing the Jets and being out on the football field. Last week, 6 carries, 39 yards. 2 of those carries went for 16 yards. And over 264 carries with the Jets, he's only had 1 play one rush to go over 15 yards, so I know he's definitely excited about this offense. And then when you look at Melvin Gordon, right? He's new running back with the Denver Broncos, playing the Chargers this week. Held out last year for the first 4 games. He thought he was worth more than $10 million a season. And in the offseason, he signed an $8 million per season contract with the Denver Broncos. I know he's more than motivated to go out there and do his thing again. He's a volume back with Drew Lock struggling at times. They need to feed him the ball, especially with Philip Lindsay being hurt. I think both of these guys will definitely get their revenge this week.
All right, James Jones, let's take it over to you, because no Odell Beckham Jr., you're saying this is a good thing?
Oh, man, I know it sounds crazy, MJ. You looking like, oh, is this a good thing? But listen, man, the first play of the game last week, he gets hurt. Baker Mayfield goes out there and throws for 5 touchdowns. And we was on this show, and Mike Robbie was almost close. You said the young fellow will outdo Baker Mayfield, but he said, hold on just a minute. But this allows Baker Mayfield to throw the ball to anybody and everybody. You've seen on the interception, he tried to force the ball to OBJ. OBJ not being in the huddle, you're going to spread the wealth. You're going to go through all your reads. You're not going to try to force the ball just because, okay, you feel like it's the third quarter and OBJ hasn't been involved, and you try to force something to get him involved. He went through all his reads. He threw the ball to the right people, and they made plays for him, and he spread the wealth, man. He spread the ball. So, yes, I do believe Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns are better without OBJ.
You know, JJ, it's kind of like those dominant basketball players. When they get the ball right, everybody know to get out of the way because, you know, nobody else is going to get the ball after that. That's kind of like when you have a dominant ex-receiver like OBJ. And I agree with you, man. I think Baker Mayfield is a little bit better, and probably Kevin Stefanski is a better play caller possibly without OBJ being on the football field, because you don't have to answer those questions at the end of the game when he doesn't have 8 or 10 catches.
Listen, no matter what, this is going to be one of those where you want to take down what's happening, remember the receipts, so we can reference back this chat next week. All right, guys, we have a lot more coming up. It is the football equivalent of a team's worst nightmare. Losing a game they're supposed to win. They're more